of the key motivating factors for us was a county-wide employee engagement survey that is done every year. And we had done some work in our office on vision and mission and values and goals leading up to the survey in 2015. And yet our office's employee engagement score was quite low. It was a 66% employee engagement score, which was quite disappointing for us because we had invested some time and effort around vision and mission and values. But what I realized is we really needed to invest in becoming a more cohesive team. And we were an agency of strong individual performers, but we really needed to come together as a team and start to build trust and have healthy conflict and have commitment around our goals and hold one another accountable to achieve the results that we were looking to achieve.
Everything that we have done kind of stems from that initial retreat that we had last March with the 5 behaviors of a cohesive team. And we've seen a lot of transformation. Our team is, we have 7 people, 7 of the 30 folks are on the finance and administrative services team. And we have come together since the 5 behaviors, and we did comparison reports. One of the first things we did when we got back, and we had a lot of conversations in our staff meetings. We have regular bi-weekly staff meetings, and we had a lot of conversations around the fact that we are really all business. And similar to the way that Jennifer described that we have a lot of individual contributors, our team very much resembled that remark. So we talked a lot about how we're all business and we sit in our meetings and we get work done, and but we all work in silos, and there's not a lot of overlap and sharing of information and ideas and just what we're doing on a daily basis. And we realized that, and we started with just comparing our results from our 5 behaviors, the survey. I don't remember exactly what that was called, but the report that we got back. And we started just talking about getting to know each other on a personal level, which is not really something we had done before, and we felt a lot of value came from that. People are more willing to collaborate and share just what they're doing on a daily basis without feeling threatened. The results that I've seen already on our team, previously, at least once a week, somebody would be in my office talking about an issue, complaining about an issue. And my first question was always, have you talked to the person that you're complaining about? And the answer was always no, because in the past, every time I do blah, 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 and like stuff come out. And in the last 6 months, I can't think of one time that somebody has come back to my office to complain about their coworker. And I think that that is reflective of both there are less issues and that people are more willing to talk to one another about their issues and empathize with each other rather than jump to, this person is doing this because they don't like me, or whatever reason they might have had in the past. So there's a lot more empathy in our team, and I think that just the fact that there's less complaining about one another in my office is reflective of that, and I think we all feel it. Another thing that I've heard a great deal in the last 2 months probably as we reflect back over 2016 is that we actually feel like a team, and I feel that, but it's nice to hear my staff sit around the table and say, I actually feel like I'm a part of a team. And people just started jumping at the opportunity to help each other out, and that has never happened before, and it's a small thing. And it's just when you come together as a team and you start looking at workload, and when people are overloaded, we have people with capacity that can help, and it was a simple concept. But to see the impact of that on our team has been really huge, and now daily when work is disproportionately distributed, people are willing to jump in and help without question, and they feel like they add value to the team in that way as well. And then I think that the people that were overloaded feel supported. So that was a huge success for us, I think.
We were really all business before and didn't really interject a lot of fun in the workplace, and we learned from our staff retreat that people really want to get to know each other personally, separate from the work that we do. And so kind of the DIS profile and this work we're doing with Integris really encouraged, or I guess showed us how important it is to have those personal relationships outside of work. And so we've been doing things that we hadn't done before as an office, and people are really enjoying that. But we also came up with some meeting ground rules at our retreat, and I feel like people are more willing now to talk about the difficult issues in the meeting rather than the pre-meeting or the post-meeting.
We had people in that room that have worked together for 20 years that didn't know very basic things about one another. And I don't know, I can't remember exactly what they were, but I remember reflecting around the room, and I remember people saying, I have worked with you for 18 years, and I had no idea that about you, and I just can't remember what it was, but it was really fascinating. I think that gets back to that foundational, we don't know each other very well, and we're very much focused on getting our work done and trying to deliver results as opposed to working together and getting to know one another. But I do remember having those interactions around that table of people saying, oh my gosh, I had no idea, and I've worked next to you for so long.
I was surprised at how deeply people shared personal stories. Yeah, I think people were nervous, anxious.
Right.
I thought we'd have a lot of people pass and, just say they didn't want to share anything, but everybody shared. Well, one of the things I wanted to share with you, which really demonstrates that this work is achieving the results we hoped it would achieve, is the Employee Engagement Survey for 2016. So I mentioned that one of the things that prompted us to start this work with Integris was our 2015 scores. And I'll just give you some examples from the 2016 survey, and I'll read the questions and tell you how the scores increased from the year before. So one is, my department's goals give guidance to my work. In 2016, our staff scored that 95% positive, and that was a 36% increase from 2015. The next question is, my work unit works well to solve problems and achieve common goals, and that scored a 90% positive, which was a 32% increase from 2015. And then a third question on the survey is, there is a spirit of teamwork and cooperation among the members of my work unit. That scored 86% positive, which was a 33% increase from the year before. And then the last one I'll share is, I feel encouraged to share new ideas to improve the way we work. And that scored 90% positive, which was a 26% increase from the year before. So it definitely feels like building this more cohesive team has prepared us to really take on continuous improvement and our lean journey.